Before I start today, I would like to give a big apology to all subscribers to this site for not putting something on this site a lot sooner. But I've had some personal problems to get over. But now I'm back. I'm ready to start. So please never give up on me, because I am trying to do the impossible, or the nearly the impossible, is change the whole structure of society all around the world. On this site, I keep talking of going for total change. Change everything. Change the way we govern ourselves. Change all the laws. Change the human rights. We have to control the banks. Change capitalism. Control it. We have to eliminate greed out of the equation for mankind. It can be done. We just have to educate the whole of mankind on what we have to do to solve all the problems round the world. To change anything, we have to change the way we govern ourselves. This is the only way it can be done. And everything I say from now until September depends on changing the way we govern ourselves. And we also get the whole mankind to start working together. What I am going to be suggesting is that we create a business plan for the whole world and what we have to do for the next 2,000 years. At this moment in time, we just cannot trust our governments. Our leaders just work for their own interests, and they just rule for the day with no forward planning for the future. They are not really true leaders of a population. They just think for themselves. This is why there's so much corruption in every government all around the world. In Britain, they've even had a meeting about corruption. And you know as well as I do, nothing will come of it. It is just a total waste of time. All talk and no action. Just look at how many years politicians and the United Nations have been going on about global warming. And still nothing's done. They have no answers for anything. They are incapable of running a world. They put capitalism before life. This is not the actions of an intelligent species. It is suicide for mankind and the destruction of the world. And then the same people talk of a new world order. They can't even run the world now. So what are they going to do with a new world order? Politics divides the people all around the world. At some point in the future, I would like to see politics taken out of government and let real people rule the world. People who can think logically, but with emotion, to solve the problems we all have. People all around the world rise up and protest. We even have people rioting, causing destruction, taking their frustrations out on the communities. And still the governments never listen to the people. Look at the state of Europe. The people in Europe know more of what's going on in the communities than what their leaders do. Their leaders turn a blind eye to what is happening, even controlling the press to keep them quiet, so that nobody gets upset. What kind of people are they? They shouldn't even be in government. All they want is just to stay in power and not upset anybody. This is no way to run a government. Politicians should see the problem, find the answer, and solve it, no matter what it takes and who it upsets. What we need is a strong government, one that can work with the people and not against them. Now I suggest that we all start a new political party, a global political party, hopefully one that is prepared to change the way we govern ourselves, change governments, and change everything else with it, all in one sweep. If we can put this political movement in every country, so that everybody thinks very similar, and know that we need change. We could start the New World Order, a world order for the people, by the people. It's so easy to start a political movement. All you have to do is register it. Greenpeace did this quite a few years back. They did quite well, but now we don't hear of them, or should I say we hardly hear of them, because they have been swallowed up by the whole political system, and you only hear of them now and again. I want a political movement that is out to change everything. A movement that is prepared to sit down with the whole of mankind and debate all the problems and how we're going to solve them. We have to plan for the long-term future and for all future generations. We cannot go on destroying the world the way we are. We need a movement that is prepared to make sacrifices and to repair the wrongs that mankind has done up till now, and make some very big decisions, global decisions. And we can only do that if the whole of mankind unites together. To do this, this movement needs publicity, maximum publicity, so that the words of this movement go all round the world. This is what I'm trying to do now, but I need your help, all of you. I want everybody round the world to seriously think of what we have to do, and talk to your friends about changing everything and what you would like a political movement to do. We all need to think very hard on the actions of mankind today. We have to think big, not just local, but big and global. We have to expand our thoughts all around the world, because it is our future generations that I am working for now. Things might not happen in your lifetime, but if we can set the ball rolling, we can create a better future for all future generations. I have observed over the years that it is always the young people that protest and ask questions. Well, these are the people I want to start this new movement. Students in universities, the young that have just started working, young people that want change. And we can do this if we can get the whole of the youth all around the world to stand up and create a new political party. Today, with the internet, we can all talk to each other. Over the next few months, from now until September, I'm going to put forward a number of proposals that I want the whole of mankind to do, and it's up to you whether you agree with them or not. Today I'm going to speak briefly on what I will be talking about later on in the year, and to give you an idea of how far I want this political movement to go. We have to combat global warming. My suggestion is that we make the deserts green all around the world. Cultivate the deserts. Cover them with rainforests if we have to. This is going to cost money. But if we can control capitalism and control the banks, create a monetary system that will be acceptable to everyone, wealth all around the world will be shared. I will create a society where everybody helps each other. I will create a minimum wage, and I will create a maximum wage that anybody can earn. The people of the world will create their own wealth, for it is the builders, the tradesmen, and the inventors that will create the future, not the pen-pushing bankers or capitalism. It will all be controlled, and wealth will be distributed evenly. Greed will be taken out of the equation. In some poor countries, they have cooperatives where people can borrow money to start a business, just a small business, and they pay back when they start earning. I want to create this on a bigger scale, but without the banks. I want the people of the world to invest in themselves and create a social order all around the world. I will clean up the slums all around the world and build a temporary accommodation for these people with proper drainage and running water. I will get communities all around the world to start working together with a common aim to improve life for our future generations. With education, I will be teaching all the children in school of the importance of reducing the world's population and reward those that follow the teachings of this movement. Crime will be eliminated because I will get the people of the community to decide who stays and who goes in their community. I will be suggesting that we change all the laws all around the world and all the human rights, because the only people that benefit from human rights are the criminals and the terrorists and the lawyers. This will all be controlled by the people. All through history, the wealthy have ruled the people all around the world, and they have used religion to help them to control the minds of the people. That is the only way the wealthy have managed to survive, by mind control and with religion. Just look at Islam, apostrophe, where you can be killed if you leave the religion. This is mind control at its extreme. Then politics was created with democracy, where the people vote, but they were still controlled by the wealthy and religions. Nothing has changed since, and nothing has worked since. I offer the whole of mankind an alternative to the way we govern ourselves. A lot of what I say from now until September will sound very extreme, but with the world present situation, we need extreme measures to control everything. At this present moment in time, I can see the need for martial law all around the world. This is because of the overpopulation and the difficulty in controlling people. I want the people to control themselves. With the teachings of this movement, it can be done. Self-control, and we all plan for the future. I will talk to you all, the whole of mankind, openly and honestly, and I will tell you now, some people will die because of this movement, but less people will die, for I will rid the world of the cancer that is creeping round the world. I will surgically remove crime and corruption all around the world, and the people of the world will know exactly what is coming before it comes, for there will be a time of warning for mankind to prepare himself for the future, and how the whole of mankind has to change his ways before we destroy this world totally beyond repair. I have created this site to try and help humanity and the world, but I ask for nothing in return. All I'm after is publicity and the chance to get on the public stage and speak my mind, and to try and point out the mistakes that mankind is doing. This world lacks true leadership. Governments are weak. I will fight fire with fire, and I will protect all the children in the world. No more will children be taken advantage of. Our children are mankind's future and should be nurtured to prepare them for the future. This movement will also protect the peace-loving, decent people all around the world. No more will they be taken advantage of, because these are the people that need protection. The decent people are always getting picked on, because the wealthy and the whole political system is against everybody all around the world. The whole of mankind has to stand up and be accountable for the actions of what is happening today. I could go on and on, mentioning problems all around the world, but I am limited to time, and there are millions of problems. But there is always an answer to every problem. You've only got to look for it. I've been doing that since 9/11, 2001, and now I'm ready to pass on my thoughts to the whole of mankind. But is mankind ready to listen? Only time will tell. We have the next 2,000 years to see if this movement can change everything. Remember, I'm doing this to help you and the whole of mankind. So do not judge me until I have finished my series of talks from now until September. I'm going to sign off now, and hopefully I will be loading this site up a lot quicker than I have up to now. Goodbye, folks. Until the next time.